A photographer originally from Collingwood has put a spotlight on a worldwide problem, homelessness. Leah uses her camera to humanize people who, as she says, have nowhere to call home. That's the name of a number of her photographs that have been put into books, and she joins us this morning. Leah, what inspired you to start this project?
Thank you so much for having me. So I was inspired to begin doing this project predominantly for two reasons, actually. The main reason is when I was 15 years old, my father and I were looking for different subject matter that I could photograph that would be interesting. And we came across the work of Leah, who is a British photographer who photographs people experiencing homelessness in Great Britain. And I was really drawn to his work and how he can capture someone's personality through their facial expressions and gestures. And I really wanted to do the same. So my father suggested that we go take photos of people experiencing homelessness on the streets of Toronto. And at first I was quite taken aback by the idea, being only 15 at the time. But gradually he talked me into it. And really from that first experience photographing people experiencing homelessness, it changed my perspective of homelessness completely. And I realized that these people are very stereotyped and that homelessness is a huge problem. So we decided to take it on as a project. But the second reason I was inspired to begin doing the project is my mother, Sarah, was actually homeless herself as a child, and she was rescued by Mother Teresa in Calcutta, India. So just knowing that if it wasn't for the work Mother Teresa was doing caring for the homeless, I wouldn't even be alive. So that's a huge inspiration for me.
Right. And how do you approach, do you think that your age helps you in approaching people, because you must ask for their permission, right, to take their photos?
Yes, of course. I think it does in certain instances. When we're approaching a man, my father, who comes with me, often approaches first. However, if it's a woman, due to hesitation that we've often found having a man approach, I'll approach them. And I definitely think in those instances, it really helps that I am a young woman, and most young women or women are more likely to speak to me because they're just not as scared, perhaps, when approached by a man.
Right. And I can imagine the stories that you've got from the people. Once, you're empathetic, you recognize them, right? You recognize them as a person on the street, not just someone who's living on the street.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's one of our main goals is to humanize people experiencing homelessness, because people often don't see them as humans even, and also to shine a spotlight on the problem of homelessness, because people don't realize how big of a problem it really is.
Now, you've been given the opportunity, you travel a lot because of your family, and your work's been shown around the world. It's made a huge impact around the world.
Yes, so I've been photographing this project throughout Canada, but also in New York City, Washington, D.C., and a bit of Australia as well. So we've been photographing everywhere that is possible for me, and the work has gained international recognition. It's amazing to see fans from all around the globe messaging me, supporting me, and also seeing that books and prints are selling globally as well, which is amazing.
Right, and they're selling not to make you money, but to go back to the problem, right?
Yes. So 100% of the profits from my books and my exhibitions, canvases, and prints, everything is donated back to homeless shelters and organizations that help people experiencing homelessness.
Fantastic work that you're doing. Are you still a student at Sheridan, or have you graduated already?
Yes, I'm still a student. I have about a year and a half left of school left.
Wow, so you're doing this and going to school. Well, Leah, your work is remarkable. We're going to put up a link on our website, chch.com, where people can find out more about your books and your amazing work that you're doing. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.